Hello YouTube, I have a quick video today and I'm going to be reviewing the PrimoChill Rigid Revolver fittings. And these fittings are pretty much for hard acrylic and they're called compression fittings. Now keep in mind that hard acrylic is not compressible, but they are compressing the O-ring into the tubing and into the base of the fitting. So, you know, in a way they are compression fittings. So, well, that's that. It comes in two pieces basically, not including the two O-rings, one at the base here for the block and one for the tubing. So you get two O-rings and one cap on one base. As you can see, these holes here aren't just for looks. You can PrimoChill also includes a tool that you can use for those hard to reach places, and you know, if you want to tighten it up a notch or just break it loose, this comes in really handy, as long as you can fit the tool in. Of course, sometimes, you know, it's not even enough room for that. Here's pretty much what they look like. You gotta put the cap in first, then the O-ring into the tube. Put it into like so. It falls right in place, you know, you'll feel it, and just bring this down and screw it in. That's all. I've been using these for about a month. I switched over from regular hose fittings into these, and I'm really happy with the results. They seem pretty solid. I like these better than the regular push style fittings, where, you know, all you have to do is pretty much align the holes and push. Well, for those type of fittings, you do have to chamfer the edges. I didn't do that on mine because you don't have to. That's another reason why I really like this. The edges can be they don't have to be perfect. So, and you know, like I said, on a bend like this, where, you know, both holes are like parallel to each other, you just drop it in. But when you have a a bend like this, when you got a top fitting and a bottom fitting, you can't bend this, and sometimes your components do not flex, so you can't even pry them open a little bit to, you know, squeeze this in there. And what I like about these is that this gives you pretty much it's not a low profile fitting, but it can feel like a lower profile fitting because it's in two pieces. When you screw this on, obviously now you're gonna add about ½ inch of height. So trying to squeeze this fitting and this tube into two fittings like that could be really challenging. Now when you remove the cap, you get far better clearance to squeeze this in between those two fittings, like so. Top and bottom fitting, squeeze this in there, you're good to go. Another key feature on these fittings is that the tube itself, well, it has some play in the fitting, and it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Like, it could be I'm gonna exaggerate the motion, but you know, you can have the tubing going like that. As long as you can get the cap screwed in, you're good to go. I'm gonna say that again. As long as you can screw the cap in, you're good to go. I really like the fittings. I chose the straight knurl versions. They also have diamond versions, or diamond grip. Just because I had a few of EK, well, my EK link has two of these and they're straight knurl, so just to match everything. I got these. They come in a pretty neat box, individual boxes. They just, you know, it's a lot of foam in there. They're pretty well protected. These fittings came better protected than my Alpha Cool radiators. You know what I'm saying? That's just weird. And here you can see this foam in the box, QC labels and stuff. That's where it'll go. PrimoChill Rigid Revolver compression fittings. Nickel plated brass with knurl grip. It's another thing. These are brass, so it'll help in avoiding mixing too many metals that can corrode some of your loop components. So anyways, those are my thoughts on these fittings. They're great, and at the moment of this video, they only come in one size, which is 1/2 inch outer diameter by 3/8 inner diameter. And if you try to use like metric tubing, like 13mm tubing, you might get it to work with these fittings, but it'll be risky. I mean, when you do stuff like this, you want to get it right. You don't want to take shortcuts, especially when you're cooling really expensive gear. So I played it safe, went with 1/2 inch tubing by 3/8 from your MasterCard. You can get it from PrimoChill. There's a lot of manufacturers. Some of it's easier to work with, whatever. They have different colors and stuff. I wanted clear tubing, so this seemed to work fine. So thumbs up for these tubes. I mean, for these fittings. I really like them. They look cool. And you can see the bases are installed there. I mean, all you have to do is align, get the tubing measured in right, cut it in, put it in place, screw the cap in, and you're good to go. They don't have, I didn't have a leak. First time installing them, went pretty easy. So yeah, awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.